Welcome to Those Guys Sports. It is your boy Mike, and in this conversation, I actually made a video previously about Pascal Siakam and how he has to become a better leader. And for this Raptors team to succeed, he needs to step up on his leadership skills. I was gonna post it, decided not to. So I made this video, and I'm making this video, I should say, because it's gonna come to a surprise. As one of the more biggest Pascal fans out there, I think he should ask for a trade. Pascal should request for a trade. Why? I think it's because like he's just in so much rumors, and it just sounds like the organization doesn't want him there. And it could be because he has to sign a big contract coming up, and maybe they don't want to pay him that. Maybe they feel like the team's going to a different direction, focusing on OG and Scotty Barnes, and he doesn't fit their timeline. He also doesn't want to sign with anybody else. He's willing to sign the extension. Maybe he's going to do what everyone else is going to start doing, is signing the extension and then asking to leave later. But the reason why I'm saying he should leave or and ask for a request is because we just got a report again that this team, the Atlanta Hawks offered these people, but Toronto said they wanted more. Fine, I get that you want more out of your two-time All NBA, two-time All Star, and Pascal and NBA champion, second best player on the team. Still fairly young, under 30 in NBA terms, still a young guy, but you keep talking like you want to trade him, like you're done with him. And I think it's just the constant Pascal trades. You see the Raptors.com, they're videotaping the guys, they're seeing everyone have fun. The one thing you don't see is Pascal. Now, first, I believe Pascal's not there. Pascal's not there with the team because of all that stuff. You see everyone in the comments on Raptors.com or Raptors Instagram saying, "Oh, where's Pascal? Where's Pascal?" But then you see Pascal videos. They're in the same gym. Jim Sand, who's an assistant coach, is still there, and he was there with with the whole squad, and he's there with Pascal, working on Pascal's game. So Pascal is there with the team. He probably just doesn't want to be on camera. He probably just hates the thought of being on camera right now because of everything that's going on. I think it's kind of unfortunate, and I know it's the NBA. The NBA people are a part of trades. Miles Turner was a part of trades for so long. Julius Randle gets a part of trades. Damian Lillard has requested a trade, but so much guys get their name called. It's not. No one's immune to it unless you are the LeBrons and the KDs and the Steph Currys and the Jokic's. But everyone gets talked about in trades. Look at Chris Paul. Really, he's been traded multiple years. He's a Hall of Famer. Look at Russell Westbrook. The way people talk about him. So sometimes the way the league works, people are not going to speak about you in the most positive light. It happens. I'm just thinking that with this Pascal stuff, it's maybe I'm saying it because I'm almost tired of hearing it. And if I'm tired of hearing it and I'm just a fan, what is Pascal thinking? Pascal's probably thinking like, if I like blood, sweat, and tears improved every single year for the squad, and they're gonna let me go. They want to just cut me. Now, the one thing I don't like about that, and this is something that people have talked about in the past. This has a lot of. It reminds everyone of the DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan wanted to stay a Raptor. Who knows if DeMar DeRozan would be a Raptor now? Who knows if he would have signed his third or fourth contracts with the Raptors? But he stayed with the Raptors when everyone thought he was leaving a few years ago. He didn't. He stayed. He signed right away. And the same thing I would love to see with Pascal. I think Pascal wants to stay a Toronto Raptor. One of the reasons why these international players, stay with their team for so long is because they don't want to keep moving. To them, it's wherever they're from is their home, and this is where they work. So they want to keep moving places to different workplaces. They don't see a true difference between LA and New York. It's all the same American city. Now for Canada, it's the same to them. It's Toronto, Vancouver, Montreal. It's the same. If you're from a different country, yeah, there are pretty little differences from Toronto and Montreal, but you're not seeing the vast difference between these places. That's why you most likely want to stay with the team you're in, and it sucks. And I realize, with the 65 game rule of the new CBA, these guys are some of them are gonna play these games. Pascal has played this game. If the 65 game rule was last season, Pascal's easily a second or third team All NBA player, which would guarantee him that huge extension that like even Jaylen Brown got. And I think maybe that's what Toronto's worried about. Maybe Toronto doesn't want to play Pascal because they know he's about to get 65 games because his normally, knock on wood, has done that. And then he's probably gonna be an all NBA player again if he plays the same way he's played in the past. So I think that's something they fear, and then they don't want to pay him that because they have to eventually pay OG, who's probably a 25 to $30 million guy, and you got to pay Scotty, who's about to be a $30 million guy as well. So if your core three guys are OG, Scotty, and Pascal, how far does that get you? Maybe it doesn't get you that far, especially if you don't have the proper shooting around them to get them over multiple humps. So maybe that's what the organization is thinking. Okay, this is the best time to trade a Pascal because his value is going to be at its highest. I just think with all these rumors, Michael Grange had rumors in the past. We had a few rumors from Shams just recently. Woj has said some things. There's just so much going on, and he wants to stay on the team that looks like doesn't want him. And it could be an emotional response, but sometimes I feel like he should go like, honestly, I'm not gonna sign with whatever team, but if you guys don't want me, I'm requesting to leave. Like I'll give you a list of teams. Here's the teams that I would resign. Maybe he would resign with Dallas. Maybe there's a weird Dallas trade, but once again, they wouldn't have a lot of draft picks. But sometimes it's like you got to flip it. I understand that's a business, but this is where the business and your mental state go hand in hand. We realized that with Pascal, he was going through a lot mentally, hence why he didn't play well. But then he was back being the happy Pascal. Then he became an All NBA player, became an All Star. So we kind of have to see that again. But where's his mental state now? Of course, he could be happy, but having yourself consistently in rumors after rumors after rumors, it sucks. Why the hell would you want that? And I just think this is maybe I've gotten to the point that Pascal offered or requested a trade. He has every right to. I'm probably going to be clapping for him and going like, "Yeah, Pascal, leave this. This is not good." Like I said before, it reminds me of the DeMar DeRozan stuff, and I just don't. If you lose Pascal, I question like Masai's loyalty. Like, then you have no loyalty to me. And I think in basketball, you need some loyalty. And why would any team, or why would even Scotty Barnes feel comfortable being with the Raptors, knowing the fact that like they traded their franchise player in DeMar before they were going to trade? Well, Kyle wasn't in the franchise at the time, but they traded their franchise player in DeMar. Yes, you got a title for it, but I'm trading your best player in Pascal. So it just makes you feel like if another new shiny toy comes, I'm going to get traded too. You just won't feel comfortable joining the Raptors. And I don't believe that if they traded Pascal, people would feel comfortable joining. And Mike's really hard to be with them. But if they were to get a Kawhi level type a trade, why would that Kawhi level type player stay when this team has no loyalty from me? Yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I just don't feel comfortable with the thought that Pascal is constantly on these trade rumors. So why shouldn't he ask for a trade request? So I'm thinking Pascal do it. Why? If they're not gonna be loyal to you, why should we be loyal to them? Like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys again. Peace.